Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, in my previous video, I had talked about overview of ACL, right? Like how we can write a ACL, what are the component that need to be configured while creating a ACL, right? So these all scenario I have talked about. Even I have talked about like in how this ACL is helping in a data security, right? And what's the purpose of writing a ACL? So these are all information I have already discussed in my previous video. If you have not watched that video, it's recommended to watch that first before watching this video, otherwise you will not get a full concept of ACLs, right? Okay, so before proceeding with this video, it's my humble request, guys, please like and subscribe my channel, and please share my channel in your friend circle. Let them get benefited too, right? So let's start this video. So in this video, basically I'm going to talk about how ACL will evaluate whether we have to grant access or not, right? So as I was talking about in my previous video, that we have a three parameter, that is, one is the role, one is the conditions, and third one is the uh, a script, right? So similar way over here also, let's say we have written a ACL, and one user has requested access basically through the browser. They have requested let's say incident, they wanted to see the incidents, right? So how, before presenting that incident to the end user, in backend ACL evaluation process will start. Okay, if it is fail, then let's say if it is read ACL fail, then you will not able to see the those incident, right? So in background, before presenting result to you, a ServiceNow execute the ACL. Then how ACL execution will happen, let's see. So first thing, if you can see over here, if user request form or object I mean to say, let's talk about one incident record, right? So they have requested incident access. Then what it will does, it will check ACL rule matching object basically. So definitely ACL will be written, then it will check this one. Fine. So if it is no match found, if there is no ACL written on that table, then directly you will have access, right? If it is ACL written on that particular table, then it will start the evaluation process. So let's say match found, then it will start the evaluation process. So how it will evaluate? So let's say we have found one read ACL, table level read ACL. Fine. So first it will check, does the user have one of the role, required role basically. So I was talking about this in this first we are defining a role, we are giving a role. If it is saying yes, or user is having that role, then it will passes and it will start the second execution. Then it will check the conditions. If condition is satisfied, then it will start the third. If a script is also written, if a script is not written, by default it will treat as a true. And then if all three rules satisfied, then you will be having a access. If any of these rule get failed, then you will be not having a access to that particular record, right? So I hope you got it. So let's understand with this ACL. So let's say let me open any existing ACL, and not this one. So let's say we have a ACL written over here, right? So let's talk about this ACL. So how this will evaluate? This is basically a write ACL. Fine. So first it will check this condition, if user is having role or not. So that the first condition over here, right? It is checking. First it will look for the ACL exists, yeah. Then it will look for the role. Then it will look for the condition, and then it will look for the script if it is a script is written. Fine. Now moving on, hope you got it. Fine, moving on, like let's say now you got it that how ACL will evaluate whether we have to grant access or not. Now second thing, that if multiple ACLs are written on the same table, then how ACL will get executed, correct? So let me do little. Okay, fine. So again, similar concept, like let's say we have requested for one incident access, then it will look for the ACL. Yes, we found. Then it will look for table level ACL basically. So table level ACL I have already talked about. That means it will only apply at the full table level. So first it will check the ACL matches with the table. If not, then it will check for the parent table. Okay, if it is not matches, then ACL name matches with the star. So this is the sequence. First it will check by default table on which table you have requested access. So let's say you have requested access for incident, then it will first look for the table name, right? So with the table name, whether the ACL exists or not. If it exists, it will execute. If not, then it will go for the parent label. If parent label is also not there, then it will go for the global label. A star means a star dot a star, or a star means it will be check the global label. Fine. So let's say if it is no match found, then it will look for this field table. If it is match found, then it will start the evaluation process over here. So again, evaluation process, if it is pass, if it is, let's say if it is found, means any ACL exists, then it will check for the evaluation. How evaluation I have already talked about just now a few minutes ago, right? How the evaluation happen. So similar way it will happen. If it is pass, then it will look for the table field level ACL. So table level pass, now it will look for the field level. You got it? If no matches, if there is no table level ACL written, then also it will check the field level itself, it will check in both the condition. And if table level itself it failed, then you don't have access, it will deny over here. Fine. So just think about the scenario. I will give you one kind of practical scenario, I would say. So let's say you want to enter in your home. In order to enter in your home, you have to open the main gate, right? So in order to open your main gate, this is your main gate. Sorry. So this is your main gate, right? So if you don't have key, then you cannot enter it over here, correct? Right? So if you have a key, then in order to access your rooms, so let's suppose these are the rooms. In order to access your rooms, you need to have again another key, right? So similar kind of concept here also it is getting applied. First it will check the table level. If it is passes, then it will check for the field level, if you in order to want to access the field, correct? So how the field level ACL it will check. First it will check the particular field, table dot field. As you can see here, this one it will check. If it is not found, then it will check the parent table dot field. If it is coming from the parent, then it will check the parent dot field. If it is not there, then it will check the star dot field, right? If it is not, then it will look for the all the field all ACL which is applied for all the field, right? Table dot star, if you are writing any ACL, then it means it is not applying for particular table, particular field, it is applying for all the field. So it will look for the all the field level ACL. And then if this one also, fourth one is also not exist, then it will look for the parent dot table dot star. If this one is also not exist, then what it will does, it will look for the global one, a star dot a star. Okay, if match not found, then what it will does, evaluate ACL permission. If it is pass, then fail. Match if it is a match found, then definitely we have to start the evaluation process, right? So if it is pass, then it will you have access. If it is fail, then you don't have access. And if there is no ACL field level ACL retain and table level ACL pass, then you have that access basically. So let's recap again. If anyone has written a table level ACL and they have not written a field level ACL, it means if you are passing a table level ACL, on that case you are having a access to the field level as well. If field level is a retain and table level is also a retain, then on that case definitely it will check both, right? So table level also you have to pass as well as the field level. Fine, hope you got it. So moving on, now I have already talked about this in previous video, that type of whether you are, if you are going with the table.none, it will apply on the record level. This is for field level, and this is for all the field present on that particular table, right? Fine. Now the very important one, once we write any ACL, and let's say not writing, like let's say we have multiple ACLs are written on the table, and we are trying to investigate that whether the user is having a permission or not. So how we will do so, right? So that we will see that how we can debug the ACL, all these things in upcoming video once we have a practical scenario implementation, right? So in next video I'll be implementing one scenario, okay, and for that I'll be writing some ACL, maybe field level ACL or table level ACL, all those steps, and I'll be showcasing with the users. If user is having those role, then what kind of access they are getting. If they are not having a role, then what kind of access they are getting. So this all we will see in next video. Thank you, thanks for watching.